I don't want to say that Hota hates their male characters, but Hota hates their male characters. Here's why. Cue the disclaimer, cue the intro. So today I wanted to talk about Neverness to Everness, also known as NTE. This game recently came out not even a month ago. For people who don't know what NTE is, it's basically an open world urban fantasy gacha game with weirdly cozy slice of life energy to it. Like, yes, there's monsters, anomalies, supernatural disasters, and combat, but there's also trains. There's also convenience stores, driving around in the city, walking through neighborhoods, going shopping, owning a business, owning a property, and just existing in a city. You play as an appraiser, basically somebody investigating supernatural anomalies around the city. And Hethru, the city of Hethru, while working alongside a cast of espers with different powers and abilities. And honestly, I really wanted to hate this game. I really wanted to hate this game. Especially after hearing the mistreatment towards the male main character, and honestly male characters in general. Because as somebody who primarily pulls for male characters in gacha games, I feel alienated a lot. Like, that's who I roll for, strictly. And meanwhile, in games like Arknight's Enfield, I'm sitting on like 30k currency, which is around 60 polls, because none of the girls interest me, and I'm waiting for one man, and one man only. Camille. Sweet, sweet Camille. Delicious. But back to NTE. I genuinely expected it to be another waifu collector with an open world slapped onto it. And then I actually played it. And the game is fun. It's genuinely fun. I love wandering the city. I love taking the train and physically walking through the train station instead of teleporting everywhere like I do in Genshin Impact. I love walking into random stores and actually being able to buy things. I love that the artifact dungeons are casually sitting in the middle of the city like it's a part of everyday life. I love driving around with Edgar in my passenger seat as we cruise through town, my little baby son. The world feels alive in a way many gacha games don't. And honestly, that's why it frustrates me more when the treatment towards male characters just feels so unfair. Because the foundation of the game is good. Like, really good. Recently, NTE added an ability to date male characters. I was happy. I was really happy until, well, the romance interactions are gender locked. So if you play as male MC, you can't hold hands with a male character. But the female MC can hold hands with other female characters, but male MC can't hold hands with male characters and female characters. And it sparked a pretty big debate. Because some fans are saying get over it, just be female MC and hold Chaos's hand. While other people are saying, wait, if this is because of Chinese censorship laws, why is the girl ex-girl allowed but not the guy ex-guy? And honestly, I understand why people are frustrated, because from their perspective it does feel uneven. Then there was the possession scene. The female MC got more detailed visuals during the demon possession sequence, while the male MC's version noticeably toned down and a little more blurrier. And again, people noticed. Now, I do understand that there are limitations in China regarding how male characters are portrayed sometimes. Like, yes, I understand that why they probably didn't put the male MC in a dress the same way they did the female MC in the possession sequence. I get it. Then we got the Porsche collaboration outfits. This discourse sparked a mess. Half the fan base said the male outfit is accurate to the real Porsche racing gear, which is true. Very true. But the other half says, okay, then why does the female version get hyper schmexualized and have a lot of glamour in sparkles, while the male version is absolutely nothing? And honestly, that's not people asking the female character to be less attractive. We're not asking that. We're just asking the male character to get equal treatment. Because why does she get to have the skin-tight outfit and look cute? Well, the guy has to be realistic. That's an actual conversation people are trying to have, and I think a lot of it gets dismissed fairly quickly, which is unfair. Then there's Chaos, the new male character that's coming out in June. His banner's 14 days, while Lacrimos's is over 20 days. Again, people notice. And another thing I noticed,
words spoken aloud must be honored.
the male ultimate animations suck. They really suck. Baikong is the biggest offender. Why is this man standing there in a neutral pose, R-farming while holding a butterfly, making Cinnamon from Applejacks look like he is animated as fluid as water? He's an S-class character. He's supposed to be exciting. His animations are supposed to be cool and powerful. Why is he just standing there? Characters like Sakiri, her animation is fluid and cool. Why is Baikong just standing there? His ultimate just feels unfinished, like a prototype animation that somehow made it into the final build. Because right now he just stands there, like a cardboard cutout. As for Adler, I understand he's an A-class character, so my expectations are lower. But his ultimate feels stiff as well. For the longest time, I didn't even realize he was summoning reindeer spirits. I thought they were quails! It goes so fast! The animation is so quick that it's hard to appreciate what's actually happening. And the lack of movement makes it even hard and more awkward to look at. Now, I can't show Chaos's ultimate because it wasn't included in the live stream for some reason, and only the footage available comes from leaks. What I can say is that it looks noticeably better. It feels like the developers may have finally started listening to some of the feedback surrounding male character animations. And after digging through my research, I've come to the conclusion. The male characters simply aren't a priority. The dating feature launched with female characters only. You can't hang out with Baikong around the city, hold his hand, invite him to a movie. That's the most platonic thing you can do, is invite your buddy to a movie. You can't even do that. Most character-focused content revolves around female characters, while male cast gets pushed into the background. The message is very clear. Men aren't the focus, but that doesn't mean that nobody wants them. Male characters can sell. Love in Deep Space shows that. Genshin Impact shows that. People pull for them. People spend money on them. And if you want stuff like this to change, or to see somewhat of an improvement, the best thing you can do is fill out the surveys that the developers send out. Be respectful, constructive, but tell them what you want. Ask for more male characters. Ask for better treatment for the ones that are already in the game. Ask for more interactions, more story presence, and better animations. Maybe one day we'll get to hold Chaos's hand as male MC. Maybe with the coming of EXE, we'll be able to hold his hand. A girl can dream. I thank you all so much for watching my first video. I genuinely appreciate every single one of you who definitely made it this far. I want this channel to be a place for fans who enjoy male characters in gacha games to have a voice. We're here, we're spending money, we're rolling on banners, and we deserve to be heard too. Politely, of course. We're not savages, so no hate. And if you made it all the way to the end, leave a duck emoji in the comment section. Until next time, see y'all. Cheese. Girl. How did you get a whole ass job working at Wells Fargo looking like that? You see the bank around her, how fancy, and then she looks like a whole ass host club. That's so funny.